All right, make sure you have one of these changes in our ecosystems readings from the science store. And when you are ready, let's go ahead and begin. The ecosystem is constantly changing from a variety of different activities and events. Natural events that change the ecosystem are largely related to weather and climate. As a hurricane blows through the area, it brings heavy rain and wind. Smaller organisms, bacteria, soil, and even plants may be displaced thanks to flowing water from rainfall or from the speed of the winds. Tsunamis have a similar effect. The massive wave that sweeps through the ecosystem has the power to uproot all kinds of organisms and resources. Similarly, earthquakes may change the layout of the ecosystem due to a shift in tectonic plates. Flooding that persists could put food sources for consumers underwater. Oppositely, a drought could have a massive impact on the ecosystem because organisms depend on water for survival. Without it, they may need to migrate to find a water source. Human activities also influence the ecosystem. One of the most impactful activities is pollution. Land, air, and water pollution can all dramatically change the makeup of an ecosystem. If the water is polluted, organisms could migrate to cleaner water, but too often they die without the ability to move to a safer place. If a body of water loses its organisms due to pollution, those consumers that depend on marine life for a food source will also need to migrate. Air pollution also has an effect on the quality of food consumption in the ecosystem. Land pollution can taint the food sources that consumers, especially herbivores, depend on to survive. Logging or cutting down trees to prepare timber can immediately take away the homes of countless organisms. As the trees are removed, the organisms may need to migrate to a place with more resources for survival. Construction can also harm the ecosystem, as humans clear out forests or natural areas of green to build shopping centers or neighborhoods. Irrigation, though providing controlled amounts of water to plants, may be harmful to the natural cycle within the ecosystem. Most instantly detrimental to the ecosystem, though, is the human activity of hunting and poaching. Hunters and poachers select animals such as elephants and rhinoceroses to kill, and then they use the animals' tusks or hides to sell for profit. Smaller consumers that are hunted out and poached may have been a crucial food source for another consumer. Removing these consumers from the ecosystem creates an upset in the balance of the food chain and the natural cycle that occurs. So make sure you go ahead and read that with me as many times as you need to until you can read that back to me confidently on your own.